Alright guys, welcome back to the harbor. Today we're on Palm Island, just north of Boca Grande Island. This is an island you can only get to by ferry or by boat. And here is one way you could come. This 1999 40-foot Legacy. She is for sale. We will talk about price at the end of the video. Dark blue hull. I do believe the Legacies put the color in the mold, so I think this is gel coat. I don't think it's painted, but for $19.99 it's not in bad shape. I mean, it could use a buff and wax, but not too bad. Bottom looks to be fairly new. That looks to be in really good shape. Down East style boat built in Rhode Island. Very well built. This is what a main ship rum runner wants to be like. These are just much more finished and more expensive. You're here on the teak rail cap. You've got places to step so you're not rubbing the varnish, which the varnish appears to be in decent shape. So somebody sanded a little too close there, but varnish is holding up. Also, here another spot. Here we have another opening to get on with another step through the bow rail. Let's climb aboard. As soon as we come into the cockpit, we've got a very nice beam, 13 feet 7 inches, so really beamy, plenty of room to walk across here. Let me just show you. Let me put you in a rod holder. Look at this. I mean, that's a pretty good sized beam. So you're gonna have plenty of room there. We got seat cushions here above a box, just like a dock box storage. The owner added this. He built this custom, nice touch, out of teak. And underneath here we have, I won't open it, but it's just 2 propane tanks. So a very nice extra seat. It came from the manufacturer with a cushion, but that looks better. The propane leads to this hookup right here, and you can put a magma grill and cook right out back. Propane does not go into the cabin. The cabin has electric cooktops, which I would prefer as well. Another thing he did, very handy owner, he built this out of teak as well. So another bench, a little transom door. Step out back to a swim platform. Swim ladder. Mustang's the name, out of Vero Beach. It's where they bought it from. There's the HIN, 1999. Yeah, this is gel coat. This has not been painted, and you know, for a dark colored hull, she's not doing too bad. These things fade out pretty quick. Get a better look at that bottom job. Very new. Let's see if I can get that information from the owner, but that looks months old, if anything. Old Glory flying out the back. She'll look pretty. It's underway. Some reason back here the transom must be taking a beating from the sun. She is a little cracked here, only on the transom door. It's interesting. Everything else seems okay. The name is cracked, but that's just vinyl decal. That'll come right off. But there is a little discoloration here. That looks like from the mold when they popped it out. That's just a manufacturer defect that over time the sun has exposed. This would look a lot better back here though, heavily buffed out, but none of this obviously is going to come out. That would have to be sanded down and repainted. But I definitely would not say at all that this hull needs to be repainted. Just maybe wet sanded. Here on the sunny side she is showing more, and again you see this discoloration here. That's from the manufacturer, guys, just so you know. Side's showing a lot more. It's getting more of the sun, so I wouldn't paint it if I was going with it. I would just wet sand it and buff it. But that's just me. Let me show you a couple cool features here before I forget. Here we have the water tank. Comes with two, I believe two. I'm only gonna say one for now, spare prop, but I'm pretty sure he said there was two. That's just been reconditioned. Got a nice shine to her. And look at this, I've never seen this before. Back here, this little hole, this little insert here, you pop this open and there's two shafts. Must be another one somewhere.
No, both of them are in the same.
Oh, both of them in there? Okay. Two shafts inside this sleeve, so really cool. If you're in the islands and you needed to make a repair, you brought the shafts with you. Let me show you the fuel tanks as well. 410 gallons of fuel. There's your fuel tank, and it's going to give you about a 500-mile range if you use it right. What did you say you cruised at?
I usually cruise 17 to 18 knots.
Yep.
And I keep it under 2,200 RPMs. She tops out at 25 knots at 3,000 RPMs. I wide open throttle it and I get 28 knots.
All right, moving forward to port. Nice, wide, spacious sidewalks. Now, top side showing a little bit of that cracking as well as in the hull. So, you know, a buff and wax would go a long way, and it would look much better. If you really want to get all of this out, though, that's obviously only going to come out by sanding and painting the top sides. Nice stainless port lights. We're seeing a little bit of wear here. It's the only spots I'm noticing so far is along here where maybe the rope's chafed. Mirror stainless windlass. There's our anchor line and rode chain. Nice big aluminum anchor. There's our foot pedals for the windlass. The Legacies have beautiful lines. That's one thing I'll say. It just flows so nicely walking up here. I'm gonna turn around and show you again once I make this step up. But the way the bow just flares out, and the deck, the side deck actually widens as you go forward. It just has really nice flow to it. Very easy to run around this boat. You could single-handed, no problem. Especially with the twin screws. This is a twin engine, and it does have a bow thruster. Big stainless port light here. We got our water intake. And the hard top is all non-skid. Big top. Electronic mast. Spotlight. Deck feels solid. No soft spots anywhere. We do have more of the crazing here. A stainless grab rail for, I assume, sitting a cushion out on this deck. You can have something to hold on to, and just makes it look really nice. We have a side access door to the captain's chair, but we'll go in through the salon. We do have another grab rail here, so when you're making your way forward, it's up, it's a little elevated, but if you were in rough seas, you have something to hold on to. And here we have, this is actually a manual bilge pump. I've seen these before, but I've just learned what they're for. You just put a rod in there and start cranking if you're in an emergency. Pump up and down and out the water goes. Here we have our shore powers, 30 amps. Here's a freshwater hose. The owner, instead of just having a spigot there, he put a hose in there, one of these soft hoses, 25 feet. You just push it right back in and you've got instant water to wash down the decks, and it'll reach to the bow, clean the salt off the windshield. Got these through-hole chafe guards. Let me know exactly the name if that's not it, but that's nice instead of it just rubbing over the cap. Rod holders, 1, 2, 3, 4 rod holders on the boat, so you can do a little bit of fishing out of this boat as well, trolling or deep dropping. But let's get inside. It's hot and the AC is cold in here. Beautiful salon. Very open. Now this table folds down the 2 leaves and it will lower, and then those 2 cushions slide out and you can have a double bed right here as well. Maybe a single, but officially a double. Dark, rich cherry wood. We'll talk more about the wood finish in a minute. There's our entertainment system, television. So overhead headliner, good shape. We got some handrails here, holding on, and a couple of rods. Those can easily come out if you're not a fisherman. Nice idea. Trolling rods. There's the navigator's chair and desk. Telling the captain where to go. Now the cushions in here are pretty good, the upholstery, except for the captain's chair. It does have a little wear and tear. Or a lot, anyway, right there at least. We're at the helm. Probably should be a bit of an upgrade with electronics. It's an older Garmin, Furuno. Those have got to be original. Nice compass, stainless cover. Got all of our analog gauges, horn, synchronizer, anchor light, running lights, windshield defroster. We don't need that down here. Windshield wipers, engine room blower, 3 bilge pumps. Here's our start button for the diesels. Right under the helm here, guys, a really meticulous wire layout. Nothing's in tatters, everything is lined up, easy to work on. Some high water alarms for the bilge pumps. Here's our switches for the generator, port engine, starboard engine, and the inverter. I'm not sure what those are. Here's our generator controls, 1450 hours. Now, the one thing about the salon here is the sole, the deck is teak and holly, and it's going to need to be replaced. As you can see here, the previous owner had a leak and the water sat in here for some time, and you can see this teak and holly, which is a very thin veneer, it rotted out, and it's dry as bone. Everything's good now, but it's also pretty faded in here just from over the years of the sunshine. So probably replace all of this, which shouldn't be too bad. So let's go down below. We'll check out the rest of the flooring. Now the steps have obvious wear and tear, but the rest of the flooring isn't too bad. Cute little galley down. Everything you need. Tight little spot and nice view to remind you why you came. Nice stainless double sink. There we've got our fridge box, ice box, Princess Electric oven, cooktop. No oven, excuse me. Okay, here's access to the fridge. So I had it backwards. This is the fridge. There's your freezer. I like that. Nice. I like that. The old school ice boxes. Just throw your block of ice in there and probably work better than the fridge I've got at home. I tell you what, don't buy a Samsung refrigerator. I learned that mistake. More storage. Here we have the electrical system. Tank watch, holding tank alert system. DC system. Got our main amps, autopilot, cabin fans, forward lights, deck lights, engine room lights. On the AC, we've got our shore power breakers. Here's your inverter, generator, water heater, microwave, etc. Let's see, do we have a second access? What do we have here? Okay, just a little toolbox. It's a good idea. Keep some tools quickly at hand. There's a little cabinet for spices. That's your cupboard. And here's probably my favorite thing of this boat is this little room here. It's got a big sliding door, so the opening, it's huge. It just feels like, I don't know, almost like a second part of the salon, although you are down. Got a little day bed here where you can sit, take a nap, kick your feet up, fiddle on your phone or whatever. But here you've also got a spot where you could sit and work on your laptop. Here we got television, little game room area, cool room for the kids, or a single kid could sleep in here. And the head is right here. Again, it's got a nice open space that you easily step right into. Vacuum flush head, windows. Boy, that AC feels good in here, guys. He's got two ACs. I'll show you the other one, and it is cranking. Nice little stainless sink. More storage. Right access to the kitchen, so you've got the toilet, you've got your bench seat, you've got the kitchen right here. Now into the V berth, more of this really luxurious, rich red wood. Now I'll tell you about it in here. The first owners who bought this boat, they didn't like the wood that it came with. I'm not sure if they had it removed or if they had it built like this from the manufacturer, but I do believe Legacy did the work. And they had all of this rich red wood put in, and it was expensive. This boat is $500,000 in 1999, and I think they added like another $200,000 or so in upgrades. So owners now are the current owners are the third owners, I believe. Cedar hanging locker, smells good. The whole boat smells good, no funky smells. Pretty trim here. Vinyl headliner, and this is, not sure what that is. It's not fiberglass, but that's a nice, that is a deep locker. Plenty of storage. Here's another television. This door goes into the shower. It's a little sticky. Oh, there it came. I need to sand down the bottom just a touch, but it goes into the shower. What it's for is, so if you're in here at night and you've got the door shut and guests are over there with their door shut, you've got privacy. You can have a little side entrance once you sand that down a little bit. Private entrance to the head. Now here's the main entrance to the head. Dry head. Boy, doesn't all that wood though just make it pop? And you could imagine why it's slightly swelled down there, but there's no like damage. There's no watery smell in here, no mildewy smell. It's just water on wood has made it swell just a bit. Let's go down to the engine room. Right under here. These Cummins Diamond Series diesels, 370 horsepower apiece. They're 25 years old, 1,600 hours. A little bit of oil leak in there, here and there. They definitely need a good detail. A little bit tight in here. Brand new Magnum inverter. Motor for the Glendenning. Reverse oil changing system. So I'm here with Jerry, the owner of this beauty, and he is selling her. So
Selling her.
yeah, how long have you owned her?
I owned her for 5 years. Great boat.
You're looking to actually get another legacy. You're just looking to downsize a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a 34 or 36.
Most people are looking to go up in size. You're looking to go down, right? It's got that 4-foot itis. They want a 40, then they want a 44.
Maybe a 34 or 36 with a single diesel.
Okay.
Everything in the boat comes apart. I mean, if you have to get to the engine, the floor lifts, there's fiberglass hatches, the couch comes apart, so you can get to every part of the engine.
Yeah. It's a beautiful boat. I really appreciate the tour.
Thank you.
So what's the Maritime College?
SUNY Maritime.
SUNY? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that in New York?
Yeah, it's in New York, right at the East River crossing by the Frog's Neck Bridge. They have the boat Empire State. It's a boat that takes the students to Ireland and all the way around. They come back and they get an education on maritime stuff.
Okay. So the current listing price is $200,000, $199,000. To get this new right now, owner told me brand new you're looking at 1.4 million. In 1999 was 500,000. I'd say it needs a really good detailing in and out. The engine room's a little dirty. I don't smell any leaks or see any signs of mildew in here. You know, there is some former water damage here and there. It definitely seems to have all been addressed. So you've got the flooring. We would need to redo this teak and holly flooring in the salon. You know, if you really wanted to make this thing back to Bristol, you could, you know, she could use a complete paint job from the waterline up. Again, the bottom looks very good, so the bottom job should be intact. But these are nice boats, built in Rhode Island, very well built, you know, comparable with a Grand Banks. So drop it in the comments below. What do you think it's going to cost to get this boat up to par, an electronics upgrade? I guess with the electronics, the sky's the limit. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Looking forward to getting some more nicer trawlers like this boat, and we'll see you guys on the next one.